The jungle was too quiet. That kind of silence, James knew, never lasted. Atop a watchtower half-welded from salvaged sheet metal and fuel drums, Lyria stood with arms folded and eyes fixed on the horizon. She wasn't the girl James had first met a week ago in Kinshasa. That person was gone. What stood now was a tactician, hardened and solemn, her sharp eyes studying wind movement through smoke trails.
They'll hit us at first light. They know we're cornered. What they don't know is we're ready.
Lyria handed him a blueprint that was hand-drawn, dirt-streaked, but sharp in execution. It showed defensive zones, fallback points, hidden tunnels. She had worked with Rax's old field commanders through the night, coordinating militia movements and volunteer medics.
We pull their focus to the northern corridor. Let them think we're exposed. Meanwhile, we open a breach from the eastern flank. I'll lead that push.
James narrowed his eyes.
You sure you want to be on point?
I'm not here to be protected anymore. This time, I choose where I stand.
Below, John trained with fresh fighters in hand-to-hand drills, IED placement, mobile sniper unit deployment. He didn't argue strategy anymore, not with her. He trusted Lyria with his life now, as she had trusted them both with hers. By nightfall, the compound buzzed with quiet tension. Radios crackled, ammunition boxes were passed between shaking hands. Rax walked the outer corridors, placing a hand on every young shoulder he could. No words, but just presence. The assault would come. They all knew it, but this time they wouldn't just defend. They would turn this war around. At first light, the jungle exploded. Mortars screamed into the sky, fireballs lighting the misty dawn. Black Hornet units crashed through the undergrowth, guns blazing. Drone swarms whirred above the treetops, scanning targets, raining missiles. Heavy gunfire chewed through barricades. Rax stood atop the central bunker, his old uniform shredded, but his stance unshaken.
Take your positions! Hold your lines!
James and John were beside him, firing, moving, commanding their squads. But something was wrong. A runner, bloodied and breathless, stumbled into the command post.
Lyria's not in her section. She's gone.
From the eastern jungle came thunder, not from Hawk's forces, but from the trees themselves. An eruption of fire and smoke as a second force charged. Lyria led it. With only 2 squads and a handful of guerrilla fighters, she had slipped into the enemy's blind spot under cover of night. She now barreled into their flank, carving through chaos with ruthless precision. Her rifle cracked with every step. Hostile soldiers fell. She planted charges, disabled vehicles, freed a trapped group of civilians, and guided them out through a corridor of fire. Above the field, Black Hornet's comm scrambled. Command nodes blinked out. Confusion spread. At the main gate, Rax and James realized the tide had shifted.
She's drawing them off.
She's cutting the beast's tail.
Lyria was pushing too close. Her final wave breached deep into Hawk's forward camp near his mobile command post. From high above, a Black Hornet sniper took position. Lyria crouched behind an overturned truck reloading. She knew this was where it ended. Hostiles regrouped fast. Reinforcements poured in. She could hear civilians calling from beneath the collapsed corridor. She rose again, firing, guiding, protecting. Then, a single shot. Clean, calculated. The round hit her in the shoulder, spinning her back, but she didn't fall. She knelt behind a rusted barricade, rifle raised again, her body screaming. She aimed and fired, and again. John saw her through the smoke and raced to her side, but the next round was already en route. A second shot found her chest. She didn't flinch. She fired once more, and then collapsed, eyes closing slowly. Her rifle slid from her hands. Her mouth whispered a final breath, unheard over the fire. John let out a scream that tore through the sound of war. He charged through the gunfire, through the bodies, into the crush of Black Hornet troops. James called after him but couldn't stop him. Everything unraveled. The resistance fought with a fury they hadn't known before. Tears streaked soot-covered faces. Cries of rage became their battle cry.
Push forward! Don't let her sacrifice be for nothing!
James rallied the flank.
Fire team's on me! Take the left trench!
John moved like a storm, cutting through ranks, driven by grief, driven by fury. No command, no orders, just revenge and heartbreak. By dusk, Hawk's forces broke. APCs retreated, drones spiraled out of range. Explosions triggered in their escape route. Lyria's charges detonated with precise, merciless timing. The jungle was quiet again. Only the crackle of fire and the low murmur of mourning broke the silence. Smoke twisted above the broken compound. Bodies, friend and foe, lay scattered. At the center, the survivors gathered. Rax walked slowly to the front gates, where James and John stood with Lyria's body wrapped in a shroud of earth-toned cloth. They laid her down atop the ruined command post. In silence, they raised a new banner. Black and white stripes, a single rifle cutting through them like a scar. Her banner. John's face was hollow, James haunted. Rax embraced them both, his old frame trembling.
Thank you. She was my light. And now she's yours.
As survivors gathered to bury their dead and tend to the wounded, James and John searched the ruins of Hawk's camp. Among scattered crates and broken servers, they found it. A final cache of encrypted drives. Proof of every operation, every extraction, every lie. They would share it with the world. But the cost? It echoed in every corner of that shattered land. James placed the flag on his shoulders.
We will finish it her way.
And we don't stop until they all fall.
Together they turned toward the horizon, and the setting sun lighting up the sky in a deep red hue, vowing that they will not let Lyria's sacrifice go in vain.